Hey class, welcome to week 5. So this week, I'd like to discuss a concept from critical theory, which can actually help in critical thinking, English 300. I'm your professor, Robert Danielak, and here we go. So semiotics is the actual study of specific words and word choices within a sign system. So before Ferdinand de Saussure, a structuralist, came up with an idea that we create our reality through language. So before language, there's actually no reality. Before that, in ancient Greek times, Plato, the world was thought to exist first, and then language was ascribed to the objects in our world. For example, a dog is a dog, and we call it a dog, D-O-G, because there's something in its essence that makes us say it is D-O-G. Same thing can be said for tree. There's something about a tree, and English speakers say T-R-E-E because the essence of the tree makes us say that. So the world existed, and then language was put upon the world. In more modern times, and as I mentioned, through structuralism and Ferdinand de Saussure, they looked at reality differently. Because, after all, we all speak different languages around the world, and a tree in English is not a tree in French. The word pig, for example, in English is a farm animal that has hooves and a snout and a curly tail. But in British English, a pig can also be a police officer. So there's a lot of differences even within common languages. So it is actually us, through language, that we order reality. So of course reality is there, but then society and civilization through language orders that reality, and therefore that reality becomes a part of our existence and lived reality. So semiotics, when you're reading anything, you should always be looking at the word choices and the specific words. So if you say, I like pig, that in itself carries many meanings. In British English, are you saying you like police officers? In American English, are you saying you like the farm animal, which we make ham out of? If you continue to add on, I like pigs, but I like dogs better, that starts to create more meaning. So adding I like dogs better to I like pigs creates a new system, a new signifying system of meaning. So in that sense, that is how language functions. So it is important and essential to see what words authors, article writers, argument writers are using, in what sense they are using those words, and to deconstruct the specific function, context, and system with which that language is used. Images in a sequence create meaning. If you have one image by itself, we do gain some meaning from that, but then put that image within a whole system of other images, and new infinite amounts of meaning are created. So this lecture was just to give you a sense of how language functions. It was to give you a brief summary of semiotics, and to perhaps inspire you to analyze specific word choices within arguments in a more functional and efficient way. Thank you so much for listening, and see you next week.